Unfortunately for Jason, he never would have imagined just how bad his involvement in all this would become. He knew it was a dumb question, but Gabriel had to ask, what on earth happened? Jason didn't really have a good answer. This whole thing got away from him in a hurry. This is not a party. This is the party. Here are the rules. Rule number 1, no freshmen. They just can't keep it together when under the influence. Rule number 2, no parental knowledge. If your parents find out, you can't come. Rule number 3, no freeloaders. If you come to the party, you better not come empty-handed. Every year, a few seniors take it upon themselves to find some sucker no one would ever expect to host the party and convince him or her to do so. Enter Jason. Jason was the church kid. He would never even attend the party, much less host it, until Lexi. Lexi was a senior and kind of a soccer groupie. Lexi and a couple of her friends realized it would be the most epic con in history to get Jason, the church kid, to host the party. So as the kids and the booze started flowing through the door, Jason realized there was no turning back. Unfortunately for Jason, he never would have imagined just how bad his involvement in all this would become. Now, it's not one of the official rules of the party, but it's generally understood that you should be drinking. It's not that you'll be forced to drink, but it raises a lot of questions if you're the guy sitting there sipping a Capri Sun the whole night. I mean, why are you even there if you're against alcohol? That unwritten rule applies even if you're the one hosting the party. You see, Jason was already having a moral crisis just by hosting this party, which was quickly getting out of hand. So his initial plan was to stay sober, stay out of it, and just try to keep dozens of out-of-control teenagers from destroying his parents' house. That, however, was not everybody else's plan. All night long, people were offering him drinks. And the more he refused, the more they pushed. Everybody was on a mission to get Captain Super Christian drunk. Even Lexi, who was still feeling impressed with herself that she was able to convince Jason to host the party in the first place, was trying to see just how far she could push him. It's a funny thing about compromises. It only takes a tiny little tap to start a full-on avalanche. I guess after he let his girlfriend, or whatever she was to him, talk him into hosting this thing he didn't agree with in the first place, it wasn't that much farther to have a drink. And you know, once you've made the choice to have one drink, why not have 7? Of course, with Jason throwing caution to the wind and losing focus on keeping the level of chaos to a minimum, things were rapidly able to get out of hand. And that's how the party of 2018 became the Year of the Fire. This also led to the 4th rule of the party: no fireworks. You might think that would just be common sense and wouldn't require an official rule, but here we are. Okay, at this point, Jason is pretty out of it. Lexi, having pushed him so far past his usual moral limits, is actually feeling guilty. Their relationship may have started because she was using him to host the party, but after being with him for a while, she was actually starting to like the guy. Why wouldn't she? He's really nice and he treats her well. Maybe it was the guilt, maybe it was the alcohol, maybe both. But Lexi suddenly found herself wanting to make it up to Jason. Unfortunately for him, her plan to accomplish that was only going to make him feel worse. Next time, at the party, Jason was in way over his head. And it was in this checked out state that Lexi found him, determined to make up for getting him into this situation. She was cute, she smelled great, and her voice was so soft and sweet when she made the suggestion to go to his room. He just went with it.